how do you overcome insecurities? Would you say?
Change the way you think about yourself, and that's it. There isn't any other way to do it. You can do whatever you want. You can have surgery, you can put makeup on, you can wear certain clothes, you can hide in your house, you can do anything you want, but you won't overcome things, not long term, until you actually address what's going on and what thoughts and beliefs are behind those insecurities, because you only have insecurities because you have certain beliefs about yourself, and those beliefs give you those insecurities. And also just get help, like go and see a therapist, go and talk to somebody. I think it's like, I don't know why it's still so taboo. I think everyone should do that. We've created a society where we don't really talk so much to each other, truthfully and honestly. So if we can't do it to each other, we need to go and find somebody we can talk to without, thinking we need to pretend to be strong for other people. Because there's always, like you could think, oh, I'm going to talk to my sister, or I'm going to talk to my mum, or I'm going to talk to my dad. But there's always you don't really want to tell them the whole truth because you might upset them, or they might get annoyed with you. So it becomes kind of like this filtered truth, and you're not getting a chance to actually be honest. So I think like if you can't do it yourself, I always find this funny that people spend money on clothes, but they wouldn't spend money on, going for therapy or anything that's actually going to help and change your life. Clothes might make you feel better for 5, 10, 15 minutes, or, the hours that you're wearing them out, or whatever you're doing. But doing something like that changes your whole entire life. So I think it's the best investment you can make.
What about someone who, it's less and more about mental health, but more someone who is in a certain age of their life and they see their friends around them who have reached what society says is successful. They might be in great jobs, might be in marriages, have their own home. What advice would you give to someone who isn't at that stage yet? It feels like they should be.
But I think for me, that is mental health. Like for me, mental health, we've kind of got this idea that mental health is people who are kind of like crazy or are like really suffering. But we've created this, like we've said, by this age you should do that. By this age, we made it. And then we make people feel crap because they're not ticking those boxes. But it's all made up. None of it's real. None of it is actually real. So when you grasp the concept that none of it's real, it all goes out the window. Like I used to think, I've got tattoos on my hands and stuff, and I used to be like, when I was younger, I just think, oh my God, I'll never get a job, or I'll never do it. And now I'm like, none of that's real. It's not real. It's just what somebody wants you to believe so you can be a good member of society. So I think to those people, it's the same thing. Go and talk to somebody and really find out who you are and what you are. Because at the moment, if that's how you feel, if that makes you feel like a way, you're living as a personality, not as a whole, and you don't know who yourself is. And so until you discover that self, you're going to suffer, because at human level, at that level, there's a lot of suffering. And then when you find the self, that suffering can be appeased because you realise that none of that's real. So, yeah.
Perfect. Thank you.